So we are going to discuss Zeeman effect and especially anomalous Zeeman effect. But before going into the details of normal Zeeman effect and anomalous Zeeman effect, basically what is Zeeman effect? I told you in earlier video also that Zeeman observed that when an atom is placed in any external magnetic field, right, the spectral lines are splitted into polarized components. For weak fields, the splitting is proportional to the applied magnetic field, and this effect of magnetic field on the atomic spectral lines is called as Zeeman effect. Here I have shown you a singlet and a doublet structure. Any singlet, a singlet spectral line viewed normal to the field is split up into three plane polarized components, a central unpolarized or unshifted, and the two other lines equally displaced on either side with electric vectors perpendicular to the field, called as sigma component. This unshifted is called as pi component, and this is called as sigma component, equally displaced from the central component. This is called as normal triplet. While in case of complex triplets, complex spectra, suppose the example is we take here sodium. In sodium light, what we observe that there are two lines, one is D1 line and the other is D2 line. In a complex spectra, the D1 line produces 4 lines and D2 lines produces 6 lines. Thus, in presence of magnetic field, the complex spectra or complex doublet spectra produces 4 lines and 6 lines. 4 lines and 6 lines. This splitting up of the atomic orbitals, or you can say the splitting of the spectral lines due to the presence of magnetic field into its into components 4 and 6 are called as anomalous Zeeman effect. In normal Zeeman effect, there is only 3 components. Here it is 4 and 6 components. 4 lines and 6 lines we are getting in an anomalous Zeeman effect. Now we will develop the theory of anomalous Zeeman effect. For that, let us consider anomalous Zeeman effect, which is observed in sodium, primarily in sodium lines, principal doublet of sodium lines. So we have to discuss. So anomalous Zeeman effect, as you all know, here the spin comes into the existence. To discuss the theory of anomalous Zeeman effect, here I have drawn the vector model of atom. In this vector model of atom, the electron is revolving around the nucleus in elliptical orbit with a velocity v. The orbital angular momentum of that revolving electron is L, which is directed towards this direction, making an angle of theta with the z-axis, suppose, and the spin angular momentum is directed along this direction. These two L and S combine to form the total angular momentum J. J is directed along this direction. As L is along this direction, the magnetic moment of L will be along direction. This is given as mu L along this direction. And S along this direction, then mu S will be along this direction, because electron is negatively charged particle. So the orbital and the magnetic components will be, spin components will be opposite to each other. Means angular momentum L and magnetic moment mu are opposite to each other. So the total angular momentum, if L is over here, this L and S, they process about this J, and this J, which is the combination of L plus S, J is equal to L plus S, right? This processes about the field like this with a Larmor precession. Frequency of that Larmor precession is omega, right? Now what happens? This, if I want to say mu L, then you know that L is given as L is equal to under root of L into L plus 1 into h upon 2 pi, and S is equal to under root of S into S plus 1 into h upon 2 pi, and J, which is a combination of these, can be written as equal to J into J plus 1 into h upon 2 pi, right? Moreover, we know that the ratio of mu L and L is given as mu L upon L is given as E upon 2m. Implies that mu L is equal to E upon 2m into L. Similarly, mu S is, since the ratio of magnetic moment to the magnetic ratio of spin magnetic moment to the spin angular momentum, mu S upon mu L, mu S upon S is 2 times this value, mu L upon L. The gyromagnetic ratio for spin component is twice that of the orbital component. So mu S upon S is 2 times E upon 2m into S. Number 5, 6 and 7. Now if I want to calculate total angular momentum mu, so mu will be equal to mu L plus mu S. Mu L plus mu S. Now this mu is not exactly opposite to mu J, that is J, because here if I add, then it will be, the component mu can be written as equal to, mu is equal to the component of mu J, mu L along mu J and component of mu S along mu J. So here mu can be written as equal to the component of this along mu J and this component mu S, the component of mu S along this. That will be equal to how much? That will be equal to E upon 2m into L. Mu L is E upon 2m into L into cos of L G. Right? Similarly, this will be equal to 2m, 2 into E upon 2m into S into cos of Sj. Right? These are the components. Component of L along Lj, component of L along J. If this angle is this angle is cos of Lg, right? Similarly, this angle is cos of S, right? So E upon 2m, mu L can be written as equal to E upon 2m into component of L along J direction plus 2 into E upon 2m into component of S along Sj, right? So if I want to calculate now, then I can write it like this. So mu comes out to be how much? We have to calculate it. So mu is equal to, total mu is equal to E upon 2m taken out. Within brackets it is L into cos of Lg plus 2 times S into cos of Sj. Right? Mu comes out to be E upon 2m L cos L dot J S cos Sj. Now using the triangular law, we can write it as mu is equal to E upon 2m into L is what? L is under root of L into L plus 1, right? L into L plus 1 cos of Sj. Cos of Sj is what? Cos of Sj is cos of Lj, that is L square plus J square minus S square upon 2Lj, right? Plus under root of S into S plus 1 into cos of Sj. Cos of Sj will be S square plus J square minus L square upon 2Sj. We can write it as E upon 2m, and if we solve it, right, that is, here we can write h upon 2 pi taken out and h upon 2 pi here, h upon 2 pi, h upon 2 pi here. Here also we are getting h square upon 4 pi square, h square upon 4 pi square, h square upon 4 pi square. Here h upon 2 pi, h upon 2 pi. So if I can take out the h square upon 4 pi square, then that gets cancelled, or I can take h upon 2 pi as common. Here it would be 2 times, right? L cos Lj plus 2 into S cos S dot j, right? So here it is h upon 2 pi taken out, that is under root of L into L plus 1 into L square, that is if I solve it then it will be equal to L square is L into L plus 1 plus j into j plus 1 minus S into S plus 1 upon 2 times under root of L into L plus 1 into under root of j into j plus 1, right, plus 2 times, here it is 2 times, so 2 into this bracket closed, 2 times, here it is S under root of, this is under root of S into S plus 1, this is again S into S plus 1 plus j into j plus 1 minus L into L plus 1 upon 2 times under root of S into S plus 1 into j into j plus 1, right? Now this gets cancelled by this get cancelled by this, right? So what we obtain, that is E upon 2m into h upon 2 pi. From here we get L into L plus 1 plus j into j plus 1, that is L into L plus 1 plus j into j plus 1 minus S into S plus 1 upon 2 under root of j into j plus 1 plus 2 times, here also LCM is same, that is 2 into j plus 1, or here we are getting S into S plus 1 plus 2 times j into j plus 1 minus 2 times L into L plus 1. We have opened the bracket, right? Now this is E upon 2m into h upon 2 pi. Within brackets this is mu or mu j, you can say. Total angular momentum, magnetic moment mu is equal to E upon 2m into h upon 2 pi. Here it is, if I solve it, then this j into j plus 1, that is j into j plus 1, 2, so that is 3 times j into j plus 1. L into L plus 1 plus and minus 2L into L plus 1, so it will be minus, so while S into S plus 1 minus 2 here, so plus S into S plus 1, L into L plus 1 upon 2 under root of j into j plus 1, right? 2 into j into j plus 1. If I multiply by under root of j into j plus 1 throughout the equation and divide it, and here j into j plus 1, then it is E upon 2m into h upon 2 pi. Here it is 3j. 3j means it can be written as equal to 2 times j into j plus 1 plus j into j plus 1, that is 3j, plus s into s plus 1 minus L into L plus 1. This can be written as 2 times j into j plus 1. Separately I can write it as 2j into j plus 1. This also 2j into j plus 1, right? This into under root of j into j plus 1, right? This is this. So this gets cancelled. Ultimately what we obtain, and h upon 2 pi into j plus 1 is j, right? So E upon 2m into j, right? J, here it is 1 plus j into j plus 1 plus s into s plus 1 minus L into L plus 1 upon 2j into j plus 1, right? This factor is called as G. This is represented as G, where G is called as Lande G factor. It is called as Landé G factor. Landé G factor. So in terms of Landé G factor, mu comes out to be, if I write it over here, the total angular orbital angular moment, total magnetic moment, that is mu is equal to E upon 2m into G into J, or mu upon J is equal to E upon 2m into G. So mu L upon L was E upon 2m, mu S upon S was E upon 2m times 2, while mu J, you can write it as mu J or mu total magnetic moment, mu upon J is equal to E upon 2m into G. So if Jz be the component of total angular momentum along field direction, if Jz be the angular momentum along field direction, total angular momentum, then Jz can be written as equal to mj into h upon 2 pi, right? And the angular frequency with which, that is the normal frequency with which this J precesses about the field direction, is given as omega is equal to, omega comes out to be mu upon J into B into Jz, right? So putting the values, omega comes out to be how much? Mu upon J is E upon 2m into G into B into mj into h upon 2 pi, or omega is equal to, omega is this much, omega is equal to mu upon J into B, right? And energy E associated with it, that is change in energy due to this Larmor precession, this is the Larmor frequency omega is equal to mu upon J into B, and delta E is equal to how much? That is omega into Lz, and that comes out to be how much? Mu upon J into B into mj into h upon 2 pi, or delta E is equal to mu J upon B is E upon 2m into G, so E upon 2m into G into B into h upon 2 pi, or delta E now depends on what? Mj also, mj mu upon J is upon 2m, B is taken over here, and mj into, that is Jz is mj into h upon 2 pi, so h upon 2 pi I have taken over here. Delta E, now delta E comes out to be, if I want to write it separately, then this can be written as equal to mj into G into EH upon 4 pi m, right? Delta E is equal to mj into G into EH upon 4 pi m. So in change in, this is delta E, change in energy due to the presence of magnetic field. If magnetic field, one term also, B also, right? Mj into G into EH upon 4 pi m into B, right? This factor, now delta T, that is the wave number terms, that is minus delta T, wave number terms, in terms of wave numbers, that is delta E upon H into C, and that gives you how much? Mj into G into E upon HC, the H cancelled, to 4 pi mc into B. Now see, if the magnetic field remains constant for a particular experiment, particular transition, then E upon 4 pi mc into B is constant, where C is the velocity of light. So this is represented by another factor that is called as Landé unit. This is called as Lorentz unit, L dash. So delta T is equal to E upon SC into L dash, that is E upon SC is equal to mj into G into L dash. delta E upon SC into is equal to mj into G into L dash. Now this mj takes the values, mj takes the values from minus j to plus j. Total how many values? 2j plus values. So 2j plus 1 value. Thus this is total values. How many two values are there? 2j plus 1 values. Right? Now the single orbital has been divided into 2j plus 1 values depending on the value of j. Right? So now if I write the terms for, suppose the sodium light we are taking in we are considering sodium light. So in case of sodium light, here I did right, delta T is equal to E upon SC, and that is equal to, that came out to be how much? That came out to be mj into G into L dash. Right? mj into G into L dash, where L dash, as I have explained earlier, so delta T. Now this depends on mj. Suppose the transitions are taking place for sodium light. Sodium, right? They have two lines, that is D1 line and D2 line. In D1 line and D2 line, there are transitions in absence of magnetic field when B is equal to 0. In absence of magnetic field, they are giving, this is your S1 by 2, 2S1 by 2, 2P 1 by 2 and 2P 3 by 2. One line is this, the other line is this, right? This is 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2 and this is 3 by 2. This is called as D1 line and this is called as 2 line. This is 1S, 1 by 2, 2P 1 by 2 and 2P 3 by 2. These are the D1 and D2 lines. Now if I take the anomalous Zeeman effect, then these D1 and D2 lines, this D1 line gives your 4 lines, one line D1 gives 4 lines and this gives 6 lines. How they give these lines, right? How they give these lines? For that, let us start with a table. That is, we can make a table like this, in which this is the state. State is, suppose 2s1 by 2, right? 2s1 by 2, right? 2s1 by 2 and 2p 1 by 2, 2p 3 by 2. Obviously, for these states, s value, actually 2s plus 1 is equal to 2, so s is equal to 1 upon 2. For s, L is equal to 0 and j is equal to, obviously this is your j, that is 1 upon 2. Similarly, for this, s is equal to 1 upon 2, L is equal to 1 and j is equal to again 1 upon 2. Here it is s is equal to 1 upon 2, L is equal to 1 and P is equal to, j is equal to 3 by 2. Right? These are the values. One more thing I want to write over here, that the value of G. Value of G. G was equal to how much? 1 plus S into S plus 1 plus J into J plus 1 minus L into L plus 1 upon 2J into J plus 1. Right? How that this J varies? First of all, let us see how J varies. If S is equal to 0, then J is equal to L plus S, that is equal to L, J is equal to L plus S, that is J. In that case, S is equal to 0 and J is equal to L, means these are cancelled. So G comes out to be 1, right? And for S is equal to 1, sorry, L is equal to 0, for L is equal to 0, J is equal to L plus S, that is equal to S. When this is S, then G takes the value what? You can see here S and J are same and is 0, so 2 and this is this, the 2 cancelled out, that is 1 plus 1, that is 2. So for S is equal to 0, J is equal to L, G is equal to 1. For L is equal to 0, J is equal to S and G is equal to 2. Similarly, for these also, for these states also, the possible Mj values and G value. So for the G value can take values what, and Mj values, Mj possible values, and G into Mj values, right? And multiplicity how many times? So Mj is, if I am writing here Mj, that is 2j plus 1 values. How many values are there? So this is 2j plus 1 state, and here it is Mj, right? For values of Mj. For this value, S is equal to 1 by 2, L is equal to 0, J is equal to 1 by 2. We get G is equal to, let us write G. How much G will be? The G will be equal to Z is equal to 2, right? The G will be 2. How this came? You put the values over here, right? You put the values over here. So 2S 1 by, that is S is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is G is equal to 1 plus. That is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1 plus. J is how much? 1 by 2. That is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1. L is 0. So 0 upon 2 times 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1. So this is nothing but this is 2 into 3 by 1 by 2 into 3 by 2, 1 by 2 into 3 by 2. That 2 times 1 by 2 into 3 by 2. This all gets cancelled. Here we get 1. So this is 1 plus 1 is 2. For this value, does for this value G is equal to 2, right? G is equal to 2. 2j plus 1 values, 2j, that is 2. 2 states will be there, multiplicity will be 2, right? 2 minus, and what will be the value of Mj? That is minus half and plus half, right? Or Gmj will be minus 1, 2 into 1 by 2, and 2 into minus 1 by 2, that is minus 1 and 1. Similarly, for this state, this comes out to be 2 by 3. G comes out to be 2 by 3. If you put the values, solve it, you will get 2 by 3. 2 by 3 here. Again J is 2. Mj is again minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. And here, if you multiply it, then what will you get? This Mj into G, that is 1 by 2. So that is minus 1 by 3 and 1 by 3. Right? In case of this, here, it is 4 by 3. If you put the values, you will get G as 4 by 3. The NDG factor comes out to be 4 by 3. And 2j plus 1 is, there are 3 into 2, that is 2 into 3 by 2 plus 1, that is, this comes out to be 4. So 4 means, here Mj values are minus 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. Right? These are the 4 values of Mj. And Gmj will be equal to how much? See here. 3 by 2, 3 cancelled, that is minus 2, right? If I say this and this, 3 cancelled, 2. Then this will be minus 2 by 3, comma 2 by 3, and again it will be 2. So these are the various these are the various labels. That is, in case of this orbital is divided into 2, splitted into 2. This one is divided into 2, and this one is divided into 4. With Mj values, these and these. So if I draw the fine structure, means the transitions, possible transitions, then the possible transitions, I can write it like this. The possible transitions can be written as, here were 2 lines. One was like this, 2s 1 by 2. This is your 2p 1 by 2, 2s 1 by 2, 2p 1 by 2, and this is your 2p 3 by in absence of magnetic field, जब B is equal to 0, one line is this, the other line is this. This is called as D1 line and this is called as D2 line, right? So these are the values. Now the same is, now this is divided in presence of magnetic field B, now you have applied B, then this is divided into two lines, that is minus half and half, right? This also is divided into, these are the MJ values, MJ, right? So MJ minus half plus half. This is also again 2p 1 by 2, so J is again minus half, right? Here this is 3 by 2, that is minus 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. These are the states, right? That is 2p 3 by 2 has been divided into 4 states. 2p 1 by 2 has been divided into 1 by 2. And this has been divided into this, right? So now transitions takes place. How transitions are taking place? For transition there is selection rule. And selection rule is what? The selection rule is delta mj, right? This value. Delta mj should be 0 and plus minus 1. Delta mj should be either 0 or plus minus 1, right? So if I write the mj values also here, delta mj, and one more thing I want to explain over here, that is the transitions which are taking place, they give only those transitions are possible for which this mj is either 0 or plus minus 1. If delta mj is equal to 0, if delta mj is equal to 0, this means these are the electric vectors of these lines. They are plane polarized lines. The electric vectors are parallel to the magnetic field, applied magnetic field. That is, these are called as pi lines, right? These are pi lines, and the electric vector parallel to applied field, parallel to applied field, right? And mj is equal to, suppose mj is equal to delta mj minus 1 or plus 1, that is plus minus 1. Then these are called as sigma components. These are called as sigma component. These are called as pi components, and this is called as sigma component. Here the electric vectors are perpendicular to applied field. Right? These are sigma components, these are pi components. Now let us see what happens. From this, that is 1 by 2 to 1 by 2, one transition is this. The other is 1 by 2 to minus 1 by 2. The third one is from minus 1 by 2 to minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 to. What are the changes in these values? Delta mj, now see, from here to here, the final stage is 1 by 2, initial stage is 1 by 2. That is, delta mj for this is 0, and 0 is a pi. This corresponds to pi component, right? What about this? This is from 1 by 2 to minus 1 by 2. That is minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. That is from final to initial, delta mj is minus 1. So this is your sigma component. Yes, sigma component. What about this? Minus 1 by 2 to minus 1 by 2. Again 0. That is pi component. This is your pi component. And the third one is, last one is minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. That is 1 by 2 minus minus 1 by 2. That is 1. So this is your 1. Right? This is 1. So here it is your sigma component. So one D1 line, this transition is D1. D1 transition gives you 4 lines, right? D1 transition gives you 4 lines. What 4 lines are? 1 pi over here, that is mj is 0, mj is minus 1 sigma, mj is equal to 0 pi, and means 2 sigma and 2 pi. ठीक? So D1 line gives you 2 sigma and 2 pi lines. Clear to everybody? Okay. This is the D1 transition, that is first one. Second is from this state to this state. Now see, from minus 3 by 2 to minus 1 by 2. If I say from minus 3 by 2 to minus 1 by 2, is it possible or not? See the delta j value or delta mj. So delta mj for this is this comes out to be, this is mj value. Okay. From minus 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2, that is plus 3 by 2. So that is minus 1, right? So here to here the transition is possible. This transition is possible, and this transition gives you mj value as minus 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2, that is 1. Delta mj is 1. So we get sigma component over here, right? Here it is sigma component. Now from this, again from this to this, is this possible? Minus 3 by 2 and 1 by 2. Suppose 1 by 2 minus plus 3 by 2, that is 2. Delta mj comes out to be 2, which is not possible. So a transition from this state to this state is not possible, because here delta mj is equal to 2. So this transition is not possible. So I remove it. Right? This transition is not possible. Second is from this minus 1 by 2. Okay, from minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2 means from this to this. Again, what is the value of change in value of mj? That is delta mj is equal to 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, that is 1. So here mj is 1. Again is sigma component. From here to here, if I say from minus 1 by 2 to minus 1 by 2, this is 0, that is pi component, right? Now comes this one. From here 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. Again this is your 0. 1 by 2 to 1 by 2, 0. And 1 by 2, this is your pi component, right? This is your pi component. And from here 1 by 2 to minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, that is minus 1. This is again sigma component. And from 3 by 2 to 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2, that is minus 1. This line gives you like this. This is minus 1. Again a sigma component. And 3 by 2 to 1 by 2. Is it possible? 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2? Oh, obviously that is possible. Okay. This line is from this to this. Make a correction, because 3 by 2 and 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2, that is minus 1. 3 by 2 to minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2, this will give you minus 2. This transition, if I talk of this transition with delta mj comes out to be minus 2. Minus 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2, that is minus 4 by 2, that is minus 2. So this is not possible. This transition is not possible. So I remove it. Again I remove it. So these are the possible transitions, right? These are the possible transitions. How many components are we are getting over here? There are 6 components. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 components. That is 4 sigma and 2 pi components. These are 4 components and these are 6 components. So you can see these are the D2 lines. These are D2 lines. So D2 lines give rise to 6 components. D1 line gives rise to 4 components. This is your anomalous Zeeman effect, in which D1 line gives 2 sigma and 2 pi components. D2 line gives 4 sigma and 2 pi components. Thus, the presence of weak magnetic field in a multiplet structure, fine structure of multiplet or say doublet, if I say this is a doublet, then this produces 4 lines and 6 lines. This is all about anomalous Zeeman effect. Thank you.